Welcome to the Hands-on Art Ceramic Painting tutorial presented by Ambrosia. This is available in PDF format if it's easier for you to follow. We will begin by tracing the image onto the tissue paper with a pencil. I also chose to trace the circle and cut along the edge for easier placement onto the plate. Grab your tape and secure the tissue paper. Begin tracing with a Sharpie. This is permanent, but don't be too worried about it being perfect. We will be painting over all of this and adding a liner at the end. And now we're ready to paint. Grab your fan brush, a few small paint brushes, and your sponge. I used a liner brush, but you can also use the fun writer. I also like to write down the colors along with what they're coordinating with to keep track while I'm painting, as the colors don't always look exactly the same. For the background, we'll be using a fan brush and a sponge to create a watercolor effect. We will be painting the entire plate with the first blue color with the fan brush, and we want to keep this color nice and thin, so I'm constantly dipping the brush into the water and then adding water onto the plate and then dipping back into the paint. We want to dab with a wet sponge to take off some of that color as well. Once we have an even surface, we will go around the edge of the plate with the second layer. Begin to fill in the fruits and vegetables. Don't worry if it doesn't look good yet. It will start to look better as we get more layers on there. Here is what it will look like with one coat over everything. Keep in mind that we will want 2 to 3 coats per color on each fruit. I am adding a darker accent color to the tomato and leaves of the carrot to add dimension, blending the two colors together. For the leaves, I'm just imagining where the shadows would be hitting each section of the leaves. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just adding a little bit more of a pop to the radish and the carrots. We will then add dots of color. They can be any of the colors that we've used so far. I'm using that same darker accent color. Now for the outline of the farm to table. We will want the paint to be thick enough to stand out and for the outlines to smoothly glide. When dipping your paint into the brush, remember to take off the excess so that you don't get a drip while doing this. I did a small section with the liner bottle so you can see the difference of this tool versus the paintbrush. Both take practice but have their own unique style. Continue to outline all of the fruit. This will take a while, so be patient with yourself and take as many breaks as you need. Don't forget to add the extra lines for the carrots and for the strawberries. When outlining the more complex areas, it's good to keep the original image nearby to reference since the paint will be covering that original outline we created. And there we have it. This is the before firing. And this is the after. Thank you so much for watching and following along. We hope to see you soon in person.